Yes, people, how are we today? How are we? The news actually come out the other night, as you know, the title suggests that David Coote has apologised for his actions months ago, which obviously led to him being sacked, getting the boot by the PGMOL and Howard Webb. So today we're going to look at the apology that he said and some of the transcript from the interview, not all of it, because yeah, that's just too long, people. It was like a half an hour interview, so we'll just obviously look at some of the key points that he went into. But obviously, before we start, smash the likes up always. Road to 400. We're getting there, people. We're smashing it. And we're putting the graft in. So we'll see how it goes, shall we? So anyway, let me just get this screen up and let's obviously go into this anyway. Let's delve into it, people. No way was I going on the Sun website, people. We don't do that round here. And we'll get on to that topic in a minute. The Scum newspaper, anyway. Former Premier League referee David Coote apologises over cocaine video and comes out as gay, which is fine. Do you know what I mean? That's okay. But we'll go into this anyway. In his first interview since being sacked, he talked about the challenges of his work schedule, the abuse he received as a referee, and the struggles dealing with hiding his sexuality. Okay. There's David Coote right there. If you didn't know what he looked like, people. Okay. David Coote has revealed he turned to drugs because he feared coming out as gay while working as a Premier League referee in his first interview since being sacked. Now, obviously with his sexuality and all that, always wish people nothing but the best in their sexuality and being able to come forward about it. First and foremost, obviously wish him well in that regard. But we'll go into this anyway, don't worry about it. The 42-year-old was fired in December by the PGMOL after the video emerged of him appearing to make derogatory remarks about Liverpool and their former manager, Jurgen Klopp. Now, if we go back to this video that came out months ago, it was awful. It really was. Some of the comments he made about Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp in particular. He picked up James Milner, though, however. But the xenophobic language he used towards Jurgen Klopp was just wasn't on. And obviously, when he was saying on the video, let's make sure this doesn't go anywhere along them lines anyway. You obviously know he's made a mistake. He knows himself that he's made a mistake in this. Okay. In an interview with The Sun, the Scum, he talked about the challenges of his work schedule, the abuse he received as a referee, and his struggles dealing with hiding his sexuality. Now, with abuse, right? Obviously, when you got kids DMing referees, footballers, anyone that may be involved in the game, I don't agree with that. I never will. Obviously, going after family members and stuff, that's how deep it can go. Do you know what I mean? And I just think all that's just wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's just a game. You can criticise, you can lay into them, but you don't overstep that mark, which is getting very personal. I'm just saying things you really shouldn't be saying. I do believe, people that do stuff like that should have repercussions come back to them. It's just a game. Jesus Christ. But, however, he says, I don't recognise myself in the cocaine video, he said. I can't resonate with how I felt then, but that was me. I was struggling with the schedule and there was no opportunity to stop, and so I found myself in that position, escaping. Right, listen, that's just not an escape route. It's not. But, if he is struggling, well, if he was obviously, but if he still is, wish him nothing but the best, because obviously addiction and whatever, like drugs or whatever, it just ain't good. Do you know what I mean? It's bad, and it only leads to bad things, and it leads to a demise, unfortunately. So, wish him nothing but the best there, not just to him, but to everyone suffering in that way, of course. He said, I felt a deep sense of shame during my teenage years in particular. I didn't come out to my parents until I was 21. I didn't come out to my friends until I was 25. Fair enough. My sexuality isn't the only reason that led me to be in that position. But I'm not telling an authentic story if I don't say that I'm gay. And that I've had real struggles dealing with hiding that. Hid my emotions as a young referee and my sexuality. A good quality as a referee, but a terrible quality as a human being. And that's led me to a whole course of behaviours So, judging off that there, are we saying he's been hooked on it for years? Has he been doing it? Has he been absolutely hammering it in since he's been young? Because if he has, then his mind must be fried right now. Seriously. Like, that's not a good thing at all. In a statement to Sky News, Coote said, "This has been one of the most difficult periods of my life. I take full responsibility for my actions, which fell way below what was expected of me. I am truly sorry for any offence caused by my actions, for the negative spotlight it put on the game that I love." Like, just like, this, yeah, it just raises alarm bells because, you know, like, what are other referees saying as well about other teams, not just Liverpool? Do you know what I mean? About other teams as well. Like, it can't just be David Coote. It's just the one that just gets on it as a messy one and just comes out and says all mad things and all that. There's got to be more to this, people. Do you know what I mean? There's got to be more referees out there. Do you know what I mean? That do stuff like this, or maybe powerful people in the industry. And it just, kind of sets an alarm bell to like what actually gets said out there. Do you know what I mean? Like, what actually goes on? It obviously goes far deeper than this, people, and it's quite alarming, to be honest. Not gonna lie. I hope people understand that they are my private moments, taken during very low times in my life. They do not reflect who I am today or what I think. Well, so you say, mate. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into this anyway. So he says, "My focus is on continuing to prioritise my mental health and well-being. I hope that my experiences, both on and off the field, can be utilised in football at some point in the future. Personally, I don't want to see him back near football, to be honest. I don't want them to give him a platform again. You've made a bad mistake and you should pay for it. Simple as. Go and find a career somewhere else because football ain't the place for you now. You can't just sit there. Obviously, you're wired off your head. Yeah, you're having problems and all that. But, you know fully well you're getting recorded, saying at the end of the video, let's make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, sound. The comments he said about Jurgen Klopp, disgusting. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely disgusting. I'm sure if it was any other manager in the league, there'd be an absolute uproar about it. Absolute uproar. But anyway, we'll carry on. Coote went on to thank those that have supported him. Okay. In November, the Football Association launched a separate investigation into allegations Coote discussed giving a yellow card ahead of a Leeds match in 2019, and he's refused them allegations. Okay. So, for me, honestly, reading that, I think he's trying to choose the easy way out, people. I really do. He's using that card, mental health or the gay card, to try and get out of it, to try and cover up, how much of a fool he was back then. Do you know what I mean? I'm all for people changing and all that and trying to better themselves. Yeah, that's fine. But out of all newspapers he could have chose to get interviewed by, The Sun, he chose. Now, does he think we're stupid? Do you know what I mean? Obviously knows the history with The Sun. We all know the history with The Sun. Why has he chose to get interviewed by them when he's coming out and apologising? Why? That's just sending out a clear message. That's just another slap in the face to us, really. Let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to dig too deep into this to figure that one out. Why is he getting interviewed by them? Why has he done the interview with them? A subconscious message to us, basically, telling us all to F off, probably. He doesn't care. He doesn't, people. Do you know what I mean? I don't buy it, personally. I do not buy it. I really don't. Actions always speak louder than words, people. Obviously, he's made this statement. He's come out, which is fine. Respect him for that. But, I just feel like, easy way out, man. Easy way out, because his back's up against the wall. That's just my opinion on that. Like I said, actions speak louder. I'm glad that he's been sacked. I'm not going to lie. I am glad. Football weren't the place for him. He's going to go around using language like that towards, managers in the Prem. And like I said, people before, it stems deeper than this, I think. Can't just be David Coote that's involved in, stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, people. It's I don't buy it, to be honest. I really don't buy it. I don't buy it. And the comments were just out of order. Let's be real, people. Like, we're not forgetting them, are we? We're not forgetting them. Disgusting, man. But all for change and all that, and coming out. If that's true, then yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair play to you. But for me, people, he's just using that card to get out of jail. It really is. That's just what it seems like to me, in my opinion, anyway. Disgusting. Literally just looking at him being interviewed by The Sun, just a massive red flag yet again. you know, I do wish him luck in life. Wish everyone luck, the best. But I don't want to see him near football again. I really don't. It just proves to you that there is biased people out there, referees and all that, officials, that can, influence your team, whether they're in a title charge, title run, whatever, cup run, whatever. It happens not just for Liverpool as well. It happens to a lot of teams. You know what I mean? A lot of teams out there, and we see it all the time, people. And that's why I said this, actually stems deeper, in my opinion. It really does. But I just wanted to get into that anyway. Just a little quick one, a little 10, 11, 12 minute video, whatever this will be anyway, because I'm going to wrap it up there. Yeah, whatever. We'll see what happens anyway. But yeah, I'm going to shoot anyway. I shall be live tonight for the watch along. And big love to everyone that jumps in the stream, likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. These are all legends. And anyway, adios. I'm out. See you tonight. Up the Reds. Let's go.